You're welcome back. This is Newsfile. It's your most authoritative news analysis show. Here on Newsfile, we put Ghana first. Right. Okay. So, Doc, the President and also the Minister for Local Government have come under some flack in the course of this week because of the announcement that postpones the original, announcements or dates or timeline for making MMDCEs, elective. Yeah. What's your reading of the whole thing? And Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndum, among others, have come out to say, look, we should stop this. You gave a promise, keep to it, and stop shifting to another point. It doesn't look like you are committed after all.
Thank you very much. But I think Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndum made a statement without looking at the other factors we need to take into consideration before DCEs can be elected. Because when you look at our constitution, I mean, DCEs can be elected, yes, but we're going to elect them on partisan or non-partisan basis. Fantastic. Now, when you look at it, if it is partisan, then we have a tall order. Sure. If it is non-partisan, it is clear. And my instinct tells me that when the NPP was making the promise, the assumption was that they were going to elect them on non-partisan. The president at the SONA indicated that he's consulted with other former presidents, and it is clear that the best way to go is to elect them on partisan basis. If that is the case, then from the constitutional provisions and the way our local government system works, it cannot be done within 2 years. When you look at Article 290, it means we will require an amendment of Article 55.3, which precludes or prevents political parties from participating in the election of local level leaders. Now, to amend Article 55 Clause 3, which is an entrenched provision, requires that a bill of amendment goes to Parliament. Parliament refers it to Council of State. Within 30 days, they bring their advice. After that, Parliament subjects it to Gazette. They publish it in the Gazette for 6 months. Then after that, it comes for first reading. Then they will subject it to a referendum. And you know what it takes to go through a referendum. And this is the first time we're going to go through a referendum under this particular constitution. So for me, it should not be about the dates. It is about when it can happen. And the Minister for Local Government is clear that it will happen by 2021. And for 4 reasons. 1, 2019, it can't happen because we're going to have district level elections. 2020, we have presidential and parliamentary elections. 2021, we have a new government, be it the same party or different political party, coming to office. And the government has the opportunity of coming up with the government-owned DCEs. Again, we have currently DCEs in office running. Now, these DCEs, you cannot curtail their tenure of office midstream. So you have to allow them to serve the full whole. So when you look at all of this, then it means the best date is 2021. Fortunately, we have been told that by 2019, we're going to have the referendum. What it means is that in 2019, when we are doing our district level elections, we'll add a referendum to it so we can save some money or some cost. So that by 2021, we are clear that we can have DCEs elected. The bottom line is we have to go all out to elect DCEs because we have robbed citizens of their power to elect their own chief executives. When we have given these people the power to elect the president, when it gets to chief executive, we say they don't have the capacity. But in electing president, we say they have the capacity. So I am of the firm belief that the promise must be fulfilled. The issue is, are we to do the wrong thing within the shortest possible time or to do the right thing in the longer term? So 2021 is the date given to us. And from all indications, looking at Article 55.3 and Article 290, 2021 is good. But we need a clear-cut roadmap from government so that we, the citizens, can also monitor government on a year-by-year basis so that we know the exact dates within which, or period, within which MMDCs will be elected.
But, briefly. So, okay.
Yes, I've always, this one electoral promise, I pray, is never delivered. And I've made, yes, I've made that point from day one.
There are experts who are against the proposition.
Yes,
anyway.
I've made that right. I used to be for it, but over that period, I changed my views.
But the constitution review process shows that this is what the people want.
I know, but I'm praying that it's never delivered within the context of the constitutional architecture we have. And I go along with Mr. Kwame Ahoy when he keeps on cautioning people on this. But I want Doc to educate me, at least on one aspect. When we go for the partisan election, assuming we ever get there, would we have to change the security architecture too? Yes. In terms of DCEs, MC being chairs of...
okay. After the constitutional amendment, it will lead to other consequential amendments. And in that case, the elected chief executive may not necessarily be the chair of the district security
So
committee.
it means we amend the Intelligence and Security
Definitely.
Act.
There are a number of amendments that would have to take place, what we call the constitutional amendment. So the Security and Intelligence Act, the Local Governance Act, even the Public Financial Management Act. At the moment, the chief executive is the one who signs warrants on behalf of the president.
That's right.
So we need to look at that one too. Even the chief executive as a chair of the Entity Tender Committee will have to be looked at under the Public Procurement Act. So it will lead to a lot of consequential amendments.
Okay. Yeah. I hear you.
Okay, yes, briefly.
Well, I share a different view. What do the people want? Do they want a bipartisan election, or they want just unelected DC?
That's why the referendum is coming.
Yeah, no, but the point that you met some former presidents, I don't think that is the level.
See, the Constitution review process. Process was clear.
Yeah.
They don't want partisans in these things.
Exactly.
Yet, when the Constitution Review Commission did the recommendations,
the white paper,
white paper, varied it nicely.
Yeah, but I'm saying that. But
for the mayors, for example, the white paper said the president will
take
pick a number of people and then you vote on them. What is that? President giving me
what was the president's
choice, then I vote.
That's
what was
guided democracy.
No, but I'm saying, what was the president's view when he was making the promise? Because the president was aware of all of these.
Right.
So what exactly did he mean when he said he was going to have MMDs elected? And now you are saying you have consulted former president and have said they should be partisan. No, I'm saying that, but that is a suggestion by former presidents.
No,
in fact, former president will suggest a lot of things to the current president, and he may not follow them.
Of course.
So to use them as your reason, I don't think that would be fair to them. They might share their views, but you were very definite what you wanted to do.
Or
you
now
should
in
take
power,
us on that.
now in power,
he's
listening to the
the
party people who appear to be against it.
Exactly.
Because they say,
so
look, you can't do that to
but don't
us.
say that
Allow our people to occupy these offices.
Former presidents have had their time.
Right.
And you were dissatisfied with the fact that they didn't implement a certain program. And you said when you come, you implement a program completely different from what they are doing. Now you go back to them to seek an excuse to go on a certain tangent. I think that is not fair.
Okay, Nana, 1 minute.
I'm trying to understand my good friend Adonga.
Because it's not like he says he won't deliver the promise.
Yes.
2021. We say he doesn't have a mandate to 2021. You see, his mandate ends in 2020, and that is the promise to us.
Please,
Okay,
please.
so
When
the
the necessary constitutional amendments are made, it doesn't depend anymore on who's in office. You understand? So I don't understand why Adongo, an otherwise brilliant
you impose it on
MP,
somebody.
Straining every nerve.
You impose it on somebody.
Straining every nerve to find something wrong.
Okay.
You impose it on us.
All right,
Since day one, we've been talking about the need for this.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you. This is where we draw the curtains on our discussion. And my guests on this platform have been Abdul Malik Kwekuba, co-editor-in-chief of the New Crusading Guide newspaper. Dr. Eric Oduro Osai is a lawyer and governance expert. Isaac Adongo is MP Bolga Central and member Finance Committee of Parliament, and Nana Kumia, MD, State Transport Company. We spoke to Kwame Sapong Siedu from London on Tramadol. I'm Samson Ladi, and my outfit, as always, is by Latida. Be in vogue.